Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is part 3, episode 11, or episode 37. And yeah, last time we saw Olivier kill Raven. Kimberly is on his own now, but he kind of prefers it that way because he gets to do whatever the heck he wants. Curious to see how Ed and Al figure out the situation and how they'll continue working with Olivier. Especially since Winry is now up in the north. Hopefully that means she's safer, especially if Kimberly leaves. That will probably be the case. But yeah, I'm excited to continue. If you want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Or we're also 1 week ahead over there as well. So let's get started.
So what's the story with these guys?
They showed up under the pretext of escorting Ms. Rockbell, but I'm not buying that. They only answer to Kimberly.
Kill them all! Kill them all! The First Homunculus.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Kimberly. These two are lucky to have you watching out for them.
It's nothing. Listen, I wouldn't trust Kimberly if I were you.
What? Why not?
I was part of the squadron that recovered their bodies.
What?
We had been dispatched to help them, but it was too late by the time we got there. I'm sorry.
Thank you for trying.
They were holding a photo of a precious little girl when we found them, and I knew right away that it was their daughter. The thought of you kept them strong during the worst of the war. I've only got Lieutenant Hawkeye's experiences to go by. And she thinks I...
Speaking of
Oh,
Winry,
oh my God.
you're in love with her, aren't you?
Look at Black Ayate. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't freak out. Just think about something else.
Too late.
Try to think about something else.
You freaked out already.
Helium, lithium, beryllium, carbon.
Why did I have to fall in love with such a weirdo?
Huh? Did you say something?
No, Ed, I didn't say anything.
What the hell, Winry? It's so light. It's not gonna be any weaker than my last arm, will it?
Not really. It's slightly weaker, but I doubt you'll notice. It's pretty heavily reinforced.
Huh.
There's nothing left for me to upgrade to.
Oh my God.
The M19 Madman lightweight combat! Whoa, what kind of reinforcement is that on the claws? They're not diamond tipped, are they? Edward, you want me to upgrade you to one of these?
My style.
Who's the girl? She's too cute to be hanging around you.
He's my mechanic. What'd you do that for?
Because life isn't fair.
Aww.
That was messed up.
Real live Northern Automail!
It's the model's durability in the cold.
Well then, your little upgrade's all taken care of and out of the way. So why don't we find a place to sit down? I'm eager to discuss our business.
There's no telling what could happen to us while we're down here. If we're not back within 24 hours, seal up this hole with concrete.
What?
Very well then, I'll do so.
Sounds like things are getting out of hand up north.
Indeed. They could use an offensive lead about now. The Fort Briggs strong suit is defense. But you need more than defense if you plan on being the one to make the first strike. With the offensive expertise of your eastern forces, Madame Olivier believes they have a chance. Madame Olivier needs the strength of your army, not you. She said you might as well just get lost.
Uh-huh. Who are you?
Oh, just someone who has served the Armstrong family for generations.
Oh my God. The signature.
But
What do I do?
Him, what a
These
freak.
flowers.
What a freak. He's looking at us.
Even this metal was sliced clean through.
Keep on the lookout.
To get
It
out.
might be close.
Time to freaking get out.
They're still alive!
Oh.
They were all ripped apart. Listen, we have to get out of here. It's coming back.
What is?
Oh.
Please! You gotta get rid of the lights!
Come on, pull yourself together.
You gotta get rid of the lights.
It's coming!
Can you walk? Let's go. Try to help them walk as much as you can.
It changed its mind?
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Salim, shouldn't you be in bed?
Ooh.
I was, but then I heard the door.
You need your proper rest. Otherwise, you might oversleep.
I know.
She felt an arm coming from him.
I know it's impolite to brag about my son, but that shouldn't apply since he's adopted. I really shouldn't act so surprised, though. He is related to my husband, so he must have some of his genes.
He's not related to you?
Oh, no.
Wait. Related to...
This just doesn't add up. The Colonel told me that King Bradley was raised as a test subject. He doesn't have any family.
So, you've put it all together? All thanks to my stepmother. She just doesn't know how to shut up.
But your
Damn.
baleful presence also gave you away. It's the same bloodlust I felt when Gluttony tried to attack me from behind. So, Salim Bradley, what exactly is your true identity?
Such bravery. You've also shown good judgment by keeping your gun holstered. Such a move would only get you killed. I'm offended that you would even put Gluttony and me in the same league. You ask my name, it's pride. And I was the first homunculus.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Damn.
Homunculus,
He's
correct?
down here and then also
What do you
up
mean
in
by
Briggs.
Just what? Are you actually trying to get information out of me?
Are you trying to humor me with your empty threats? It's just wasteful to kill your hostage.
How perceptive you are. No matter where you are, I will be watching you from the shadows.
Damn.
All from the Führer. First off, he wants you to hunt down Scar. You just find him, I'll take care of the rest. Secondly, he wants you to locate Dr. Marco, who is very likely fled with Scar. He wants you to carve a crest of blood here.
A crest of blood?
Just like what I did in Ishval. It's very simple. We kill everyone and soak the land with their blood.
I would never take part.
God damn.
Do you have any idea what they're doing? What you're helping them to achieve?
I'm curious to see how the world will change.
What?
Both sides clashing. Will against will. Life versus life. Humans or the homunculi. Which one will triumph? Which side does the world prefer?
Have you forgotten that you're a human? How can you take sides with them?
Because they've given me complete freedom to use my alchemy however I want.
You're insane, Kimberly.
I'd always kind of assumed that self-centeredness was a universal trait of all alchemists. Well then, let's see if I can find something that you do selfishly crave. And if you do what we ask, I'll give it to you.
A philosopher's stone.
Yoink!
I need to consult with Al and Winry. Winry, you were only brought to Briggs as a hostage. I've been ordered by the Führer to fulfill my duties as a human weapon. In other words, they're ordering me to help them commit mass murder.
Why don't you just refuse? I see. That's why. I'm just upset at myself for being so naive. I'm sorry. All you were trying to do was get your original bodies back again.
Go ahead and do what you want.
I will.
He's not...
It's settled. I'm in, all right?
No way.
But finding Scar is the first thing I want to do.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Scar is the one who murdered Winry's parents. They deserve vengeance.
You're okay with this, Al?
The Philosopher's Stone? They can only be made by sacrificing human lives. Don't worry. Brother would never actually use one. And we don't need it. We think we might be able to use Xingyi's alchemy to get our bodies back.
They're playing along.
There's a girl that's been working with Scar.
Hey! Make room for one more! Come on, Al, scoot over some!
What are you doing, Winry?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Winry, but you need to wait here at the fort.
I just performed a complicated upgrade on his automail that I've never done before. What if there's a malfunction?
Do you even realize how obsessed with your job you are? You're a workaholic.
And proud of it, too. This has been my family's business
Very
for
well,
4
then.
generations.
You can join us.
Totally.
I guess I can allow you to.
There's nothing wrong with that.
This could turn out really badly for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, I can't just sit around waiting anymore.
Oh, that's the end of the episode. Alright, so we have a lot of moving parts this episode. Kimberly has sent some goons to help keep order. Winry trusts Kimberly, which, based on their limited interaction, I can see why. Like, he showed compassion for her losing her parents, talked about how he was part of the squadron that recovered their bodies, when in reality, he's using her as a hostage. I don't know, it's possible that he's also showing real compassion as well. The two are not mutually exclusive, I don't feel, but I feel like he was more playing a role to gain her trust instead of showing her compassion. Yeah, just using her to threaten the Elric brothers, trying to find out more about her and her family to find weak points in everybody. But yeah, Ed tries to tell her the truth about him, but freaks out when he remembers what Hawkeye said about him being in love with her. I love how Ed's imagination just goes completely off the rails. Like, Black Hayate's face in Ed's imagination was priceless. He was just laughing at Ed the entire time. And then Ed just spazzed around the entire room. And Winry with the, why did I have to fall in love with such a weirdo? So last time we saw her give any mention to her feelings for him, I think she was just contemplating it, but we're at the point where she's completely in love, which is nice to see, but also a little bit of it's a nice surprise, I'll say. Winry, in the meanwhile, though, still fawns over Buccaneer's automail. So she's like very good at what she knows, but she hasn't been exposed to all the different types of automail out there before, or she knows about it, but she hadn't like seen it out there in real life yet. But yeah, she's very cute when she's so excited about the automail. It's a lot of fun. And in the meantime, Olivier sends men down into the tunnel, and Buccaneer imposes a 24-hour time limit to return. Otherwise, he wants Olivier to seal him off. And yeah, they come across some survivors of that creepy smiling shadow thing again, which turns out to be Pride. But yeah, Pride lets the people in the tunnel out for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but his reach is supremely far given... Like, it's insane. He's, like, all the way back in Central, and it's Salim frickin' Bradley, but somehow a part of him is all the way up in Briggs in the tunnel. So that's... I did predict before that it might be Salim Bradley, just because, I don't know, the voice sounded like a little kid's. But yeah, he's apparently the first homunculus ever created, and true to his name, when he was questioning Hawkeye, threatening Hawkeye, when she compared that ominous feeling to being to gluttony, he, like, Pride reacted quite pridefully, comparing me to that thing. Yeah, all around very terrifying being, and he toys with Hawkeye, and he's capable of using the shadow hands to like control her body. Like, this is one shady entity, no pun intended. And he said he'd be watching her from the shadows, and the camera focused in on her shadow, so we're meant to believe that he can just inhabit any shadow in the world. That seems excessive. That seems way too overpowered. I'm not so sure if that's that's completely true. I'm sure there are some limits to his powers, otherwise he'd just be able to spy on everybody and know everything that's going to happen in the entire world before it happens. It also could be that he can split himself into multiple beings, and like he's not in Central and in Briggs at the same time. Maybe it's like a small part of his shadows or something. Who knows at this point. But yeah, Kimberly wants Ed's help. Orders from the Fuhrer, first to find Scar, then Dr. Marco, and then wipe out all of the northern troops, which he refers to as a crest of blood, which is just ridiculous. Like, Ed talks to Winry and Al about it and lies that he's gonna go along with all of it in return for a Philosopher's Stone that will get them their bodies back, which definitely doesn't seem right given that how devastated they were when they found out that the Philosopher's Stones were made from human souls. So yeah, he's just going along with it, playing along for now. We get a lot of this like deception and kind of thing throughout this series, and I do enjoy it. And luckily, Ed can say that he wants vengeance on Scar so they can go after him first, which fits along with everything that's been going on so far. But he's gonna have to pull the wool over Kimberly's eyes in order to get Xiaomei's help and find a different way to get their bodies back. Kimberly, in the meantime, though, just wants to satisfy some morbid curiosity if humans will triumph or will the homunculi. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Ed and Al track down Scar another time, and hopefully they have a lot of the same goals now. Last time they saw each other, they did work together to get out of Father's reach. So we'll see how that all goes down. I think I forgot to give last week's episode a score. I think I'm going to give it an 8, and I'll give this one an 8 as well. I feel like we're reaching a climax soon, though. So when everybody comes together in the north. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, guys, if you want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. We're also 1 week ahead over there as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.